Okay, so let me share with you guys a dream that I had. I normally don't do this, but I think that it's just worth mentioning because God really ministered something to me, or he really just showed me something. So in the dream, I had got invited to some type of, like, I don't know, somewhat of like a conference type of event or whatever, and I was invited to go. So I was like, okay, so let me go. So I went to the conference to get the information about, the itinerary of what's going to be. In my mind, it was like a 3-day event. Turns out it was a bigger event that I was invited to be participating in instead of the 3-day event that was there. So I'm trying to like get the information or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna make a last minute. I'm just thinking about how the plane cost is going to be, because this is like the event was like in a few hours. I'm like, I hope I can make it, and da. So I'm walking. I'm leaving where the woman was giving me this information for. She was like, oh, you supposed to be there. I was like, when is this happening? She said, girl, right now. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm walking, I'm leaving into like the building. It looked like a big lobby or whatever, like where, they host like concerts and stuff. So like I'm leaving the lobby or whatever, and it was like this white big guy with like a jumpsuit. He like is looking at me. He has sunglasses on. He's looking at me, and he just grabs my butt as I'm walking. And then I was like, yo, get off of me. And like I pushed him off of me, and then like he had said something. He just started cussing me out because I did that. And I just kept walking. I didn't even have time to deal with it. And so I'm walking, and then actually some security guard was like right there or whatever. And then I turned around because I just had enough of what he was saying. So I turned around, and this is happening in a split second too, by the way. This is all happening like this, really. I don't have time to think about this. It's in motion. So it's like he grabbing me. I'm like, yo, get off of me. And then as soon as I'm like in still motion, I'm right here by the security guard. And then I'm like about to say something to him because he trying to cuss me out. As soon as I'm about to speak, dude dropped on the floor instantly. Not only did he drop on the floor, but like he was crawling, wheezing. He couldn't even breathe. He was like, and like he just looked like he was in a bad critical condition. God just brought that back to me. Critical condition, right? And then while this was happening, that's when I started speaking. I was like, the Lord is going to da-da-da-da. Because in my mind, I was just going to tell him the consequences of trying to touch me or trying to mess with me like that. But God had already like responded before I even could say anything. And that's something that he, when I woke up from the dream, that's something that he made apparent. He was like, your enemies are in critical condition. And not only that, it's something that happened without me